Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I've been getting a lot of questions about diastasis recti and how mine has been doing ever since I've had my third baby Lily. So I thought I would just update you and kind of let you know what I've been doing in terms of workouts to help it, if I still have it, all of that stuff. So before I begin, I just want to say if you are new to my channel that I have 3 kids. I've had 3 under 3, so they were all very close, like back to back basically. And because of that, I never really was able to close my diastasis recti during my previous pregnancies. So I just had a baby, not just, 8 months ago, so that's a while ago. And right when I got the okay, I started working out my pelvic floor and my abdominal muscles to bring it back together. So when you have a baby and obviously your stomach is growing and stretching out, the muscles have to separate to allow your stomach to grow, or not your stomach, but allow your uterus to grow and the baby to grow. So once the baby comes out, the muscles don't go back together completely. And as a result, you have to obviously tighten and work them out to get them to go back. If you don't get them back, you will kind of notice that, like if you stick your fingers, there's videos on YouTube you can check out to see if you have it. But if you stick your fingers, lie down and stick your fingers just above your belly button and see how many fingers you can fit. If you can fit fingers between the rectus abdominis muscles, then you have diastasis recti. So when I started out, after I had my third, I had a 3-finger gap, which is pretty large. And I started working out right away. Like you have to work out your transverse abdominis muscles and your pelvic floor to kind of close that gap. So I managed to get it down to, I currently still have it. So I only have a 1.5 finger gap right now. So I managed to get it down 1.5 finger size, if that makes sense. But to be honest, I haven't really been focusing on just my core and my transverse abdominis muscles anymore. I've been doing, just because I don't have a lot of time, I've just been really doing my main workouts, like the weightlifting and all that, and I haven't just done like isolation transverse abdominis and pelvic floor workouts, which I should still be doing because I do still have some separation. So I kind of have been putting that, like I haven't really been doing those, like I said, isolated workouts. I always make sure I have really good form when I do work out, and then I'm engaging my core, which is what you always want to be doing. But I don't have, like I said, do isolated workouts. So my gap should have been closed by now. I think that by about 9 months postpartum, your gap, depending how big it is, if you're religious with your workouts, you should definitely have no problem closing it in that time. I've been like on the, slacking a little bit, but I will be getting back to it and doing more of like the isolated movements and workouts and stuff. Once I get a little bit more time, we are moving today. So anyways, now that you kind of know where I'm at, if you are looking for a little bit of information on what I did in terms of the workouts, my all-time favorite has been the Habit. I've talked about this many times in my previous pregnancy updates, but my favorite program that I did was Habit. So it's basically a physiotherapist who gives you, like on the DVD, she'll give you the workouts that you need to do. And what I liked about it was that she had easy, moderate, and then hard, so that depending on your fitness level, you could choose one of those workouts and they all would target your core and pelvic floor specifically, and your posterior chain a little bit too. So what happens is a lot of women don't realize is that your pelvic floor and your transverse abdominis, it's all connected. So if you have weak abdominal muscles, if you have separation, you'll have a weak pelvic floor, and vice versa. So you want to definitely be working those out. And it doesn't really come down to just doing Kegels. Like a lot of people think just do Kegels and you're fine. It doesn't really come down to just doing that. You really need to isolate your transverse abdominis by doing, certain movements, certain workouts. So I would recommend getting the Habit DVD. It was like $12 or something. I will leave a link to it in the description box below. It is older. It's probably from like the 80s or 90s maybe, I don't know, but it's fantastic and it works amazing. And if you go see a physio now, they'll give you the exact same workouts to do. So for $12, you follow her and she has workouts, like I think it's like a 12-week program or something like that, I don't remember, but she's amazing. So I would recommend doing that if you have separation. And then you really want to avoid putting direct stress on your core. So like you can't do planks, you can't do like sit-ups or crunches, things like that. You really want to watch your core and watch what you're doing. You don't want to put direct stress on your core until you build up that strength again. So my core is still pretty weak. Like I work out a lot and I still have a weak core. So doing those deep transverse abdominis and pelvic floor workouts will strengthen your core. I notice sometimes when I'm trying to do, like now that I have proper engagement of my core, because I have a little bit more strength in my core than I used to, I am doing planks and things, but I have to always watch my form, and I just find that I'm just so much weaker than I used to be. So I will be getting back to the habit DVD and all that. But yeah, that's basically what I did, and it's what you need to do. You just want to avoid, you know, doing any stress. If you notice that the way you sit up or whatever you're doing, if you notice there's like a coning in your stomach where if it kind of looks like a football, you want to stop it right away. That's not what your stomach is supposed to be doing, because that's pushing out the muscles more rather than bringing them together. So think of it like sucking in your stomach really hard. That's what you want to do when you're trying to close your gap. So any workouts or anything that helps you suck in that stomach and helps like close and bring the muscles close together, that's what you want to be doing. So yeah, I hope that helps. That's just kind of where I've been at. So I do have a 1.5 finger gap, so it's like 1.5 fingers, but like I said, it should be closed by now. I've just been slacking. I haven't had much time to, you know, focus on that, but I will get back to it. I'm happy that it's where I'm at. I'm actually pretty happy, because in my other pregnancies I had a 3-finger gap and I didn't even know there was such thing as diastasis recti back then. And I would do lots of millions of crunches and planks and things I shouldn't have been doing, and I actually made it a lot worse. So anyways, you live and you learn. But I hope this video helps you. If I didn't answer one of your questions that you had, I'm sorry, and comment below and let me know and I will answer it. I think I answered everything, but I could have missed something. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to click that subscribe button, click the thumbs up if you liked this video, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye.